Afternoon baseball. Joe Musgrove will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Here's a guy that numbers can be a little bit deceiving. He has a whip in the 1.3 area and above range. It's a little higher than league average. He's been a little bit inconsistent. One good game, one bad game, but don't let that whip fool you. This guy's a much better pitcher than that, and if he brings his A game, he could be awfully tough in this one.
Hey guys, he was obviously trying to bury that slider down and in. Nice execution by the batter right there, keeping his hands inside and fighting it off for a nice base hit.
So that brings up the outfielder Austin Slater, as he'll swing at the first pitch and bang one into right center field. That's a base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games.
And now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and that may just get a couple of runners home. The relay, and he is out, retreating to second as they slap the tag on him.
The left fielder, number 5.
Standing in now, Mike Yastrzemski. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
In is the third baseman, Evan Longoria, as he rips it on the ground to second. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fifth, the center fielder.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row.
Oh, and he fans on it at third. It's down the left field line. And the run will score from second, as now it's a 3-0 game.
Dan, you know what? You'd like to see that from an offense. When you have a guy in scoring position, there's no sense in waiting around. He saw a pitch he liked right there, and he went after it.
He did, D-Row, and I think that's what most hitters do. They come up with guys on base that they can potentially drive in. They're looking for a pitch to hit, and he didn't wait around and got that bat head started.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And the run will cross on the sac fly and make it a 4-0 game.
Usually when you score a lot of runs in one inning, like this inning, you're doing a lot of things right. And how about this? A sac fly to drive in another run. They have to be happy with this.
Hit out towards second, and that's through for a hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Into the box now, Jeff Samardzija. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. And a chance now to increase his lead if he can deliver something here with 2 gone. Smoked on the ground up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate.
It's only the first inning, so you hate to say this, but this thing might already be over. Down 5 in the first, they've got to get the car back onto the road, even if the wheels are a little loose and wobbly.
Here's Gregory Polanco. He pulls this one into right, and that's in there. Base hit. The relay throw, and he is out on the tag. Jeff Samardzija gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
And quickly, there's one down to lead off the frame. Now a moment here at PNC to take a look at the Pirates lineup card in this one. What's your take as they try to get back to their winning ways, D-Row?
You know, walking around the cage before BP, Matty, one thing jumped out at me. This team's last in runs, and when you look at the lineup, they are well aware of it. They don't want to create that clubhouse divide where it's pitching staff on one side of the room and offense on the other, and the pitchers feel like they have to be perfect all the time. This offense is better than this, and it has to start today.
Not much you can do with that one. Tied him up in knots.
2-2 to Adam Frazier. 1 out, nobody on. Still even at 2-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. Around second now and headed for third. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
You take a look at this one as it flies into the gap. Both outfielders give it a chase, but they can't catch up to it. Next thing you know, it one hops the wall, and he's busting his hump around second on his way to third.
He'll enter play right at .310 on the year. 6 home runs and 25 driven in. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. Right on, but this is foul down toward the box at third. The 1-2 pitch. Misses, ball 2. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
For me, check swings are right there next to bang-bang plays at first as the most difficult calls for an ump to make. Taking a look at show motion, the batter doesn't appear to hold up enough, so I think the call was right.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. And this one runs in on him as he can't get his arms extended. New inning set to get underway, and set to go is the second baseman, Austin Slater.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. And we take a look there at the San Francisco team leaders in that category, and he's currently second best on this Giants roster. So here's Francisco Lindor now. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove, but he'll recover to get the force at second. A fantastic play. Throw will not be in time at first. A good effort that time, but not enough to prevent them from getting a 1-out base runner. He's set, and the pitch. And that swung on and missed for strike 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in. Line drive, base hit to right. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Up next to the Giants.
Dan, this guy is on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing and a deep drive to left, and it ain't coming back. Gone!
This is just one of those parks where the ball seems to jump off the bat a lot more during the day. This is the first one of the day, but we might see a few more before this one's over.
This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So a 2-out knock, and we'll go a little deeper into the top of the second.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
To the plate now, Rob Brantley, as he swings and lifts it in the air out to left field. And he dives to make. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that'll bring up Colin Moran.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Fouled away. Samardzija, who carries around the nickname Shark. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Colin Moran is retired leading off the bottom of the second. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, this offense better be prepared to pull a trigger. This starter is known to be aggressive and come right after you.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. And this ball runs away for ball 2. 2-1.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed. Strike 3.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
1-0 the count. That evens it up 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Stallings, the runner at first with 2 gone. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away.
Hey, 3 foul balls in a row right here, searching for that put-away stuff.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They're on the short. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Giants lineup with their manager, Gabe Kapler, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Thank you, Heidi.
Now batting.
Digging in, Gregory Polanco. Already 2 for 2. He'll look to add on right here. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1.
Like that pitch there. Lefty on lefty matchup. Curveball away to a lefty. Smart pitch.
But quick hands over there at 3rd as he takes it for the 2nd out.
The batter, number 13.
Into the box now, Austin Slater. A couple of singles to his credit thus far. Lined hard toward right center. And this is going to find the gap for his 3rd hit of the afternoon. This one for extra bases. And he is into second base with a double. His 3rd hit this afternoon.
Now batting. Shortstop.
You'd think they'd stop pitching to this guy by now. He's been torching them all weekend, and he stays hot here with another extra base hit. They'll be happy when this series is over, so they don't have to deal with this dude anymore.
Tack on another here as the runner scores from second. So he's able to come through here with 2 away, and that's a good time to check out our RBI leaders on the league leaderboard. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. Blake Cederlin is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the 3rd inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. And now he has some trouble with it in center. And he'll make it up safely to 3rd, so they're at the corners now with 2 men out. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. On the ground to the left side. A dive, and he knocks it down. And a good effort here, but he's well safe at first, and there are 2 on and 2 out now.
Now batting. The center fielder, Jalen Davis.
on the stretch. Now a sharply hit ball back up the middle. That's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Here's the first baseman, Brandon Belt, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. And the second run will score as well.
Wow, that's a baker's dozen. 13 runs right there, and they can't do anything wrong at the plate. I'm no expert, but I would have to bet that the manager would love to save some of those runs for the next game. Regardless, there's some happy men in that dugout.
Newman fields it cleanly. Throw on to first will finally retire him as the inning will draw to a close. So this already sizable.
We're back now as the Pirates line up readies for their third turn with the bats, and unfortunately for them, this club has had their issues on offense. Currently, they rank dead last in the league in team batting average and perhaps more importantly, runs scored. As one of the coaches told me, the entire organization is pulling their hair out trying to figure out how to put a more potent lineup on the field, but that's not something that changes overnight. He said it's going to be a process to become the team we want to be, but we're willing to do the hard work that it's going to take to get there. Matt?
All right, thanks, Heidi. But that finds its way through for a base hit. Well, that's his first major league hit. There might not be too many more to come considering he's a pitcher, but I'm sure that's still a pretty exciting moment for him.
Hey, listen, hits are hard to come by, Matt. I only had one in my entire 18-year career. 1 for 15, but hey, I still remember that one hit.
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, that's back-to-back really good sliders. I wouldn't be surprised if he threw another one right here. Looks like he's got that slide ball in his back pocket right now.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Kevin Newman is retired for the first out here in the bottom half of the third. There to make the play is Polanco, and there are 2 away now.
The center fielder, number 10.
Digging in, Brian Reynolds. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Liner towards second. A leap, but he can't bring it down. Base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Number 55.
Josh Bell the next to hit. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. 2 down, runners at first and second. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
Hey, that 0-2 fastball wasn't even close, but I'm hit right now. I'm still sitting on that heater.
Here now the 2-2. Softly hit to the left side, but gloving it down there at third is Longoria. All set for the start of the fourth. And up next, the former Notre Dame wide receiver Jeff Samardzija. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Hey, if you're able to blow a first pitch fastball by a guy, gotta believe that pitch is coming again right here.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Hit hard to the right side, but right to him out at second. Struck well, but the leadoff man set down to begin inning number 4. Ready for another shot now. Gregory Polanco. First delivery to him on the way. Pulled toward right center field. Reynolds is on the move for it. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
The batter, number 13.
Stepping into the box, Austin Slater. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. 2-out success, and that means Francisco Lindor will hit here as well.
And I mean, obviously this guy is built to play in the daytime. 4 for 4, you know he's seeing it good right now. These are the days that you remember for a long time.
Hit out towards second. And the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, Dan, this guy's having a monster series on the road. Were you aware of the home-road splits?
I think every player is, and sometimes this is a matter of being either comfortable on the mound or comfortable in a batter's box in some visiting.
And not in time as the second run scores.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a start. 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit, long throw to the plate, and not in time as the run scores.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much you can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
Stepping in now, Jalen Davis. And that's off the left field wall. Longoria isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate. The tag, and he's safe as they extend their lead even further. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Another RBI spot for him. He's already got 3 in the game. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. He's in at second safely, as also on the play a run comes across to score.
Rob Brantley.
Into the box, Rob Brantley. Big swing, and this one's launched to right field and deep. And he will crash into the wall, but hold on to it there. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And set to go is the third baseman, Colin Moran. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. The 1-1. Swing and a liner. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Kevin Kramer. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1. And he gets him to swing through that one. He's in control. 0-2.
This hitter right now looks overmatched with a fastball. I think you go right back to it.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Oh, a fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Jacob Stallings will be the next hitter. A base hit in his first trip.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
Samardzija has his target. Here's the 0-2. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends. Digging in once again, Jeff Samardzija. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Throw into second, but he'll be in there with a double.
When you've got the pitcher leading off an inning, you have to feel pretty confident about getting the first out without much problems. But the pitcher with a bat in his hands had other ideas, put some solid wood on it, and found himself on second with the leadoff double.
At the plate now, Gregory Polanco. That's in there, base hit. Samardzija rounds third and is digging for the plate. He will score. as they extend their lead even further. So these guys have now scored in each of the first 5 innings. And in case you're wondering how often a team scores at least 1 run every inning, our crack staff tells us it's happened 7 times in the National League, most recently by the Rockies in 1999. On to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with 1 pitch.
Now batting.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring forth the slugging shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Now a swing, and this ball is crushed straight away center field. Reynolds is on the move for it, still ranging back, and it's gone as they add still another.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
Feliz offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got oh, and he misses it. And a great job to stick with it as he's able to make the play. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, I talked with Pittsburgh's manager during the inning break about the Pirates' offensive production to this point, and he told me he's pretty unhappy with their discipline at the plate in this one. He said their pitch selection has been the main reason for their struggles today, as far too often they've been swinging at pitches outside the strike zone. That's leading to a lot of soft contact and easy outs. So the focus going forward is on shrinking the zone and forcing the opposing pitching to throw more strikes.
Thank you, Heidi. 2-0 now. Pretty good cut there, but it's to 2-1 now. A bouncer up the middle. Throws in time, and that's out number 1. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now batting.
Now at the plate, Kevin Newman. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And he falls behind 0-2. Samardzija's ready. Here's his offering. Popped high in the air. No problem over there for the baby giraffe belt, and that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates, and they remain well behind. Keone Kela gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Skied into very shallow right. Dyson is over to his left as he snags this one for the first out of the inning. So in now for San Francisco, Jalen Davis. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Smoked on the ground left side. And this is going to find its way into left for a 1-out knock. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. So now to the plate, Brandon Belt. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Reynolds is on the move for it. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting.
Coming to the plate now, Rob Brantley. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Lifted the other way to left center. Left fielder is on the move. He's there to track it down, and that'll end. So here's Adam Frazier. He matches up with Jeff Samardzija to get the inning underway.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Drilled on the ground to short. Scooped up. And that's the first out.
Now batting, center fielder.
Digging in the switch hitter, Brian Reynolds. It was a single for him in his last at-bat. Lifted down the line in left, and no one will track it down. The 0-1 delivery. Takes a pitch high and away for ball one.
Man, this guy's had their number all game long. Up, down, in and out. He's pitching very well.
A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Trying to send him packing for the second time.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. And he fouls this one off. And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Josh Bell. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And another foul ball. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside. No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Swing and a liner, but gloving it down there at third is Longoria. So striding in, Jeff Samardzija. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance. Pitch on the way. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting.
Striding in once again, Gregory Polanco. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And that's by him. It's 0-1.
0-1 for count.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. Reynolds is on the move for it at the track, and it's gone as they add still another.
Wow, you don't see this very often. There aren't very many pitchers that are good hitters, and sometimes you take a pitcher for granted. You just want to lay one in there. Mistake, because this.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but he gets by the glove down the line. And he'll reach second now with 1 away. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. And that'll bring in the switch hitting Francisco Lindor. There's a swing and a missile sent out to center field, and that is off the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long. this at bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
Popped him up. Stallings waits on it. 2 down. Digging in, Evan Longoria. Yeah, he's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. First delivery to him on the way. Swinging a ball pulled hard down the line in left. And now it'll kick around in the corner. 1 run is in. Throw comes to second. On to second, but he's in safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play. Into the box now, Jalen Davis. And he goes with the pitch here and drives it the other way to deep right. And he will get there to make the running play, and that. So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Colin Moran. A strikeout and a lineout for him so far. In there for strike 1, 0-1.
Probably a design take right there. They need base runners, so they're going to make him try to bring the ball in the strike zone.
Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out. Now batting, Kevin Kramer. Here's the first pitch to him. No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
What a performance so far. Throwing first pitch strikes to 90% of the batters. It's hard to get any better than that.
Behind 0-2 now. And it's fouled away. 1 out, nobody on. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. At the plate, Jacob Stallings. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Stepping in, Brandon Belt for his career in this matchup. Not a big sample size, 0 for 1. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit hard to the right. Foul. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Reynolds is under it to make the play on the first out. Stepping in, Rob Brantley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch on its way. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass.
Now batting, the pitcher, Jeff Samardzija.
In now, Jeff Samardzija. He swings and lines it to left. But pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out. Now at the plate, Gregory Polanco. He's coming off a solo homer in his previous trip.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see.
Now, meanwhile here, this ball's hit fairly well down that left field line, and it's going to stay fair. It's a home run. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here. Here's Gerard Dyson. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone!
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Trevor Cahill is on the pitch here in the 8th with nobody out. A ball and no strikes. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Base is empty here with nobody out. 3-0 now. Tucker comes in at 6'3" tall and bats from both sides of the plate. He's a second-year big leaguer. Here it is, the 3-0. 3-2 now.
That swing had one purpose, and that was to put the ball over the wall. I guess he doesn't have much to lose with his team down this many at this point in the game.
Swing and a miss, and they'll come all the way back from 3-0 to punch him out. One away.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Sinker to open the... AB in there for strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Swing and a line drive. Foul. Hit out towards second. He's got it. And they will get no. He's in there. A very close play at first.
Now batting, left fielder, Adam.
And that'll bring in Adam Frazier. And oh, that gets him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first. Well, this is certainly something you never want to see. Perhaps the silver lining here, if there is one, is that got him in the non-throwing arm. So if he had to work his way through this, he probably could. And the center fielder is under it to make the catch, and the inning. Richard Rodriguez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Here comes the first pitch. Hard hit ball to second. Newman brings it in. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway. Into the box, Mike Yastrzemski. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground.
Yeah, Matt, he's got to make an adjustment right here. His swing definitely broke down, dropped his back shoulder, and thus the result was a terrible pop-up foul.
Into the corner and slicing foul.
Looked like he was cheating a heater right there, a little bit too far out in front. Got to find a way to keep his hands back.
Swing, and oh my, hit him with the high, and it's gone as they add still another. At the plate, Evan Longoria. Liner towards second, but this is going to be hauled in out there at second base for out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Striding in and working on a terrific performance in this one, Jalen Davis. He's 5 for 6 to this point. Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. The windup and the 0-1. Takes this the other way to right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
To the plate now, Brandon Belt, and that'll get down for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
At the plate now, Rob Brantley. On to first on his own is Bell, and that ends the inning. So that'll bring up Josh Bell, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count. At least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's down.
Well, I'll tell you, he's not hitting over 300 by luck. He really knows the strike zone and his own strengths. That last take is a great example.
And there's one down now.
Now batting.
So digging in now, Colin Moran. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. Hit out towards second, scooped up. On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out.
Now batting.
Standing in, Kevin Kramer. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. Ground ball sent back up the middle, reined in. On to first, and that will seal matters here this afternoon. 26-1 the final today. The San Francisco Giants blasted 5 home runs en route to